Have you ever traveled to a new city and felt unsure where to begin? Many English learners experience this. You arrive in a beautiful place, but you're not sure how to ask for recommendations. Speaking with locals can feel intimidating, especially when you want to sound polite or natural. But these small conversations, like with a taxi driver, can be some of the best ways to improve your English. One of the best ways to learn a language is through stories. Real or fictional, stories show you how English works in everyday life. They help you remember words better and understand how native speakers think. If you want to improve your English with stories like this video, subscribe to Fluentory, and write in the comments, what is the most interesting place you've ever visited? Let's start today's story. It was a warm afternoon when Mina stepped out of the small airport. She had just arrived in a city she had never been to before. She was excited but also a little lost. Her phone's GPS wasn't working properly, and the city felt big and unfamiliar. She looked around at the long line of taxis parked near the entrance. She walked up to the first car and tapped on the window. The driver rolled it down. He was a man in his late 50s, with kind eyes, slightly graying hair, and a calm expression. Hello, Mina said. Can you take me somewhere special? The driver smiled. A special how? I don't know, she said, laughing nervously. Just something beautiful. Somewhere that shows me what this city really is. The man thought for a second. Then he nodded and opened the door for her. All right. I know a place. They drove away from the airport. Mina sat in the back seat, watching the buildings pass by. Street signs in a language she was still learning flashed past. She tried to guess their meanings. As they reached a traffic light, she leaned forward and asked, "What's your name?" Yusuf, he said. And you? Mina. Nice to meet you, Mina. You're not the first to ask me to take them somewhere interesting. But most people just want to see tourist spots. And you're not taking me to one? Yusuf laughed. No. I'm taking you to the kind of place I'd take my granddaughter if she asked the same question. They drove for about 20 minutes. They passed busy intersections, crowded markets, and quiet side streets. Yusuf pointed things out along the way: a school he had attended as a child, a bakery known for its pistachio cakes, a small park where elderly men played chess every morning. Mina listened closely. She repeated words to herself. Intersection. Side street. Pistachio. Chess. She knew the best way to improve her vocabulary was by connecting words to real things. Eventually they reached a hill. The road curved up, lined with trees on both sides. At the top, Yusuf parked the car beside a small cafe. Come, he said. You'll want to see this on foot. Mina followed him up a narrow stone path. After a short walk, they reached a large wooden platform. From there, she could see the whole city, the rivers, the rooftops, the old bridge, the modern buildings in the distance. Birds flew quietly through the air, and a gentle breeze touched her face. It's beautiful, she whispered. Yusuf nodded. I used to come here as a boy. My father brought me. He told me this was the heart of the city. Mina took out her notebook. She had a habit of writing down phrases she wanted to remember. What do you call this place? She asked. We call it the High View. It's not on maps. Only locals really know about it. Mina smiled. Thank you for bringing me here. You're welcome, he said. Do you want some tea from the cafe? Their mint tea is famous. Yes, please. They sat at a small table with a view of the city. The tea arrived in glass cups, hot and fragrant. Mina sipped slowly. She felt peaceful, connected. It wasn't just about seeing the view. It was about understanding the rhythm of the city, its sounds, its smells, and its people. They talked for a while. Yusuf told her stories about the neighborhood, about how things had changed over time. Mina asked questions, practicing her English. When did you move here? What was the city like back then? Do you like driving a taxi? Each time Yusuf answered, Mina listened carefully. She repeated new expressions in her head. Back then. Over time. The neighborhood has changed. Finally, it was time to go. They walked back to the car. Thank you, she said. This was better than any tour. Yusuf smiled and started the engine. Sometimes all you need is to ask the right question. Back at her hotel, Mina opened her notebook and wrote about the afternoon, the taxi ride, the words she learned, the way Yusuf used phrases, the feeling of seeing the city from above. And in the corner of the page, she wrote, sometimes the best view isn't in a guidebook. It's in a conversation. Let's review what we learned in this story. Key vocabulary and expressions included. Side street, a smaller road off the main road. The intersection, where two roads cross. Pistachio, a type of green nut used in sweets. Fragrant, something that smells nice. Back then, a phrase for referring to the past. I overtimed slowly as time passes. Better than any tour, a useful comparison structure. You also saw how asking simple, polite questions can lead to great conversations. Phrases like can you take me somewhere special? Or what do you recommend? Are great for real-life situations. If you enjoyed this story and learned something new, like this video, subscribe to Fluentory, and comment, what is the most interesting place you've ever visited? We post daily stories to help you improve your English naturally and meaningfully. See you in the next video.